going to do what we need to do today. So today we're talking about the stop and the start, or the yo-yo, right? Like we've all been there. Our motivations are high, our ambition is high. We're ready to make some changes, ready to get back into the gym, ready to lose some weight, especially when you get close to any sort of event, right? Like you got a wedding coming up, or you're going on a cruise, or just the summer's coming around, or maybe you're just, tired of feeling like crap. And every day you wake up and just putting on your shoelaces, and you don't like that your gut hangs over your belt there. You're like, all right, I got to make some changes, and you make those changes. But what does that tend to look like for all of us, right? It turns into, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to go from where I'm at to 100% what I should be doing tomorrow, and then you have that burnout. So if that's you, stick around, because we're going to talk about what you need to do to fix that. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Cody. If you're watching live, appreciate if you drop that hashtag live in the comments. And if you're watching it on the replay, drop the hashtag replay. Oh, don't put that many E's, just do replay. But yeah, it really helps me out when you guys do that. It's the way the algorithm on Facebook works, so it gets this video out to more people. All right, so we're talking about the yo-yo dieting, and we're talking about, it's not just dieting, but that's the big one. And that's literally my profession. That's what I help people do, is they get to this point of like, I want to lose 30 pounds, and I've, lost and gained the same 10 or 15 pounds over the last 10 years. Can't even count how many times. And so this is like a constant thing. And so what happens is, like I was, talking about earlier, it's this constant trying to be perfect, this constant, like, going from doing nothing, I'm eating fast food 3-4 times a week, to the next week immediately they try to stop eating all the fast food, and immediately go into, I'm going to eat clean, and I'm going to not drink pop, and I'm going to work out 5 days a week, and I'm drinking all this kind of water, and all these things are great, but it's just too much, right? And so the number one thing that you need, if you really want to make sure that you get that 20, get that 30 pounds off, and actually keep it off for the rest of your life, and I mean for the rest of your life. I mean, who wants to do a bunch of work for the next 6 months and then gain it all back, right? Like, I don't want to do that. So I know that you don't want to do that. And so when you're looking for that long-term ability to be able to get the weight off and to be able to keep it off, for me, it's about being able to play with my kids. For me, it's about being able to, when I come home at the end of a long day, be able to pillow fight with my boy, or be able to, go and throw the ball around for an hour or 2 hours. Or this past weekend, actually went to a trampoline park and got to jump around in that. That was awesome. And that is what fitness is about, right? Like, I know I talk about weight loss a lot, but it's not about weight loss just for any sort of aesthetic reason. I mean, and those are okay, right? But lose weight just because you want to look better, like, that doesn't have a tendency to help us stick to it. And so that thing that you actually need is, you need a coach. You need someone who is like your best friend back in school that would talk you off the ledge if they knew you were going to do something crazy, right? Hey, Hannah, thanks for the hashtag. Hey, Sarah, thanks for that hashtag. Appreciate it. You need that friend, right? You need that best friend that if you were going to do something crazy, like, I don't know, maybe you're about to get back together with your ex, your best friend would come up to you and be like, no, you are not going to do that. This is bad for you. And that's exactly what a coach is for you. For a coach is going to hold you accountable to what it is that you need to get done. This happens a lot of times, especially when it comes into the nutrition arena. You I don't eat that bad. And in reality, maybe you don't eat so bad Monday through Friday, but then Saturday and Sunday is like this kind of free for all, no holds bar kind of when it comes to nutrition. It's like, well, that's where everything got messed up. Or you go through days where maybe you're drastically under eating or drastically overeating for a day or two, which, like I said, usually happens on the weekend. So that's what that coach is. The coach is, exactly what they're there to do, is to keep you from going too far, to keep you from stopping when you have a bad day or you have a bad week. Because I think the tendency is for all of us, if we can't do it right, if we can't do it 100%, we're just not going to do it, right? Does that sound like you? Because I know that sounds like me, which is why I hire coaches on the business side to hold me accountable and to make sure that I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. That's what a coach does, and that's what you really need to stop yo-yoing. When you go out and do it on your own, it's so much easier. When that snooze goes off in the morning, if you're an early morning person to work out and you're like, nah, I'm not going in. It's so much easier to do that when no one's going to check up on you. It's so much easier to say, I'm just not going to do this today because I'm not feeling 100%. Well, if you only do what you're supposed to be doing on the days you feel 100%, then how many days out of the year do you actually feel 100%? Like, I don't know, 20, 30%. I don't know. I'm picking a random number, right? But that's for you to decide. So that's what I'm going to leave with you today. Get a coach, get someone who's going to hold you accountable, get someone who's got a written systematic plan that can teach you step 1, step 2, step 3, so that you can create consistency. Because when you create consistency, you create long-lasting results. If you don't have consistency, you don't have long-lasting results, period. I don't care who you are or what you're doing. Just the way it works. Science. So have a great rest of your day, people. Don't forget, drop those hashtag live in the comments if you're watching it live, and hashtag replay if you're watching it on the replay. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Catch you on the flip-flop.